Daily B 73, keeping yourself accountable. Hey, this is Brian with Wright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com. It's another hot and humid day in New Jersey. I can't get my hair to stay up. Keeps falling forward, so I've got a little bit of a weird hair thing going on today. I hope it doesn't distract too much. So accountability. Now, accountability, a lot of times when you say that, it takes on a negative connotation in terms of, like, you know, the human brain will tend to go towards the negative instead of the positive unless it's trained to be different. So a lot of times I say accountable, well, you want to yell at yourself for eating the cookie kind of thing. Or I'm like, okay, I had a teachable moment today working with a client. And again, my business becomes the reflection of my life because of the interaction with people, and the struggle that my clients go through is the same struggle I go through, and by working together we come up with amazing solutions, which we are now talking about. So it's a beautiful thing. An interaction in the gym becomes a vlog on the internet, which leads to greater discussions, and boom, one little thing can become a massive idea that touches a lot of people's lives. It's the beauty of the internet. It's the beauty of the new world we live in. It's one of the reasons why I started Fit-In, so that we can, keep expanding our bubbles and get outside of that little, 10-foot square space that we tend to do most of our day in our gyms. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to go weird anymore. So, accountability as my teachable moment got to me today. So I have a client who is rapidly losing a tremendous amount of weight because they're going from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle, but it's a challenging process. Now, today I threw out a very difficult challenge for this person. Someone that's in an elite level of shape is going to go, whatever, that's no big deal. But for my client, this was a monumental task and something that physically pushed her to a point she probably has not been since she was a teenager, and she's in her late 30s now. So it was 10 front squats with not a lot of weight. It was about 30 pounds. And so it was 10 front squats with about 30 pounds. And 2, can't do pull-ups yet, so hanging off a bar with as much weight as possible and doing 2 reps. Now it was 10 of those, 2 of those for 10 rounds. So it was 100 squats and 50 pulls. Now again, broken down over 10s and 2s, it's not that hard for someone that's in decent shape. But for my client, this was a monumental experience. Round 1, oh my God. Round 2, what the hell. Round 3, no way possible. And all of a sudden, it's like, look, you've got to change the language. Stop hating the motion. Stop hating the trainer. Start yelling at yourself to go. Her brain was saying, no way, no way, no way. But her body, there was no difference. From round 1 to round 3, and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10, the squats were the same quality. It had the same rigid, strong, explosive movement. Her heart was beating a little bit more, her legs were getting harder to do the motion, but at no point did the physical ability slack off, which meant she was crashing. She never crashed. But she could have quit on round 1. Round 2, she really wanted to. Round 3, she's basically begging to. And I basically was like, no, you're going to get this done. We get through the whole thing, and then it makes sense. Then, because she recovers super fast and is able to do a sprint round on the bike and do abs and finish the workout out and walks out of here fine. And the reality comes into play. You have to keep yourself in check. Where are you allowing your body to break before your mind does? Or is your mind winning the battle? Is your mind saying, this is going to suck, so stop? And then you do? Or are you fighting that? Because the first instinct is, this motion sucks. This trainer sucks. The world sucks. Everything sucks. It's not my fault. Everything's just difficult. Or, stop. Let's go, Buttercup. Suck it up. Let's get this done. That's where we've got to go. You've got to keep yourself accountable in terms of allowing yourself to be as strong as you really are. And you won't know how strong you are unless you give yourself challenges. So when you take on a project, when you take on a challenge, and your brain is saying, I want you to quit, you have to decide. You have to keep yourself accountable. Is this my brain or my body talking? Is my body really done, or is this just my brain scared of the possibility of pushing, of pain, of sweat, of work? This is the accountability that every entrepreneur can learn from. This is the accountability that when you're sitting there and you're working on a project and you want to stop and you want to go eat some Cheetos and watch the Walking Dead rerun, or you stay and you upload those videos, or you make that phone call, or you talk to that employee, or you write the email, or you do whatever the hell it is your task is. You know, you may have to go to the bank. You may have to go to the post office. You may have to go to UPS. You may have to return contacts. You may have to set a work schedule for next week. You may have to do something, but you have that, your brain going, that's going to be hard. Let's go, eat some ice cream and do nothing. Or you say, brain, shut the hell up, and you get mad at your brain and you just get the work done. Because you know from experience, everyone does. And if you're in the martial arts and fitness business, you know in the beginning everything sucks. You're sore and miserable in the beginning of everything we do. And then eventually the soreness goes away and it's replaced by energy. And it's replaced by just gains, big gains. So what I'm talking about here is keeping yourself in check and saying, I know how good the end of this can be. This distraction that makes me quit stops me from the amazing thing at the end. And I'll get like a second of joy that'll turn into negativity because you're going to get mad at yourself, because you're going to be upset that you wasted that time, that you ingested that food, that you consumed that media, or you're going to be proud of yourself for not giving into the temptation and getting the job done and getting the satisfaction of the results. The results and the success of that should float your boat, or else don't call yourself a leader. Don't attempt to be an entrepreneur. Don't run your own show. Get a 9-to-5. Get a consistent paycheck for mediocre work and go live your distractions. Or be at one with yourself, knowing what you want, knowing who you are, knowing where you want to be, knowing what you want to be known for, what your legacy is going to be, what results you're going to hammer out. And then go get that, because you know that satisfaction is way greater than that mediocre 9-to-5, shitty paycheck, shitty output, but I get to party on the weekends grind. If you want to live a life that has a sense of purpose, and knowing that the quality of your life is dictated by your actions, and your actions are creating a higher quality of life for other people, and it just expands that positive bubble, stop bitching and moaning about the work. Stop bitching and moaning about the taskmaster. Get mad at yourself for wanting to quit. Suck it up and go for it. Get the damn job done. So they tell you to do 100 squats. Do 100 squats. When your brain says stop, yell at your brain. Say, fuck you, brain. I'm not stopping. When you're at work and your brain's saying, maybe I can go and play that game, or I'll just go to addictinggames.com, or I'll pull out my tablet and play Candy Crush, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what games there are because I don't play them. You say, fuck you to all that, and you say, I'm going to get it done because I know what I want, and getting what I want is the most important thing to me because it's going to provide for me. It's going to provide for my family. It's going to provide for the people I work with. It's having that purpose, and that purpose is what gives you the true satisfaction in life. So when you're sitting on your deathbed, you say, I had a purpose. I did everything I could. I didn't waste my time. I'm not saying don't enjoy your life, but for me, the hustle is my joy. I love the work because I'm doing what I choose to do in a way that I choose to do it, that has the benefit that I want as my impact, my legacy, my moment. That's why I'm here. I'm talking to you because I don't care how many people watch this. If one person gets what the hell I'm saying, I'm happy. My job's done. Move on. Next video. Let's go. All right? So again, keeping yourself accountable is not a negative thing. It's not yelling at yourself for the cookie. Accountability is allowing yourself to be as strong as you really are and being happy with that. I'm not saying accountable is not saying be mad at yourself. It's love yourself. Be happy. Be confident. Be bold. Be brave. Fucking get it. That is happiness. That is success. All right? I'm done spitting fire. Catch you later.